What's up? Leland with Benchmark Vehicles, and we are looking at 2025 170 Sprinter, all-wheel drive. This one's really cool, has a super unique interior, very custom, setups particularly for a family of 4, so plenty of space inside, interior shower, all the goodies, really cool front end. We've got the Paragon off-road roof rack with LP6s on the Agile nudge bar. We landed a couple Baja S2 Pros on the front step, so there's a couple threaded inserts there, and we utilize those to mount the S2s, just give you a real low-level light. Squadrons in the front bumper. So the suspension kit we installed on this van is the Van Compass 4.3 kit. So the difference between the 4.3 and the 6.3 would be just the lift height. We did end up installing inverted rally struts and adjustable front auxiliary shocks on this van. This just does not have the additional 2-inch lift that we install on the 6.3 kits. So this van, we were looking for a little bit lower ride height, a little easier entry access points. As you've seen from a number of our videos, that 6.3 kit, the van is quite a bit higher. We'll usually pair that with like a 255/85 tire. So we're talking, additional 4 inches over ride height on this van here. Again, smaller tires, a little bit better fuel economy. The smaller tire you go. All-terrain Toyo, they do really well. Overlander HD wheels from Agile look awesome on this build. We don't do a ton of these particular wheels. A little sportier. We've done them a few times on the Grenadier, but they look really cool on this van. I'm pretty happy with how they all came together. Awesome color, bright, lots of windows. We've got the SCA pods, insulated sleeping pods with windows in the rear. Those are the outbound windows, so they're dual pane. There's an integrated shade on the inside, so a screen and a blackout shade. Makes it really clean and simple. Pretty cool and semi-modular interior on this van. So these Shieldman seats are removable. We use the RE Global seat bases. That's a smart lock system, so we can pop those out with those 2 red levers. Makes for a really simple, just removal installation of these seats. Landed a JL Audio 10-inch sub behind the seat. We've got a little storage platform to store the tables in there out of the way. And this van just makes for a really simple, kind of good hangout zone. We've got multiple tables in here, so there's a big table up front, driver and passenger. We've got an additional table that goes in here. We've got a whole setup in the back of this van that's really cool as well. But if this van, if this owner wanted to take this van out and it just was him and one other, they could simply pull these 2 seats out and have this huge open area, put it on ski boots, get all your gear spread out, and that semi-modular setup with the seating is cool. We don't do a lot of floor plans like this. We typically will hard mount at least 1 seat in the van, but this is a sweet setup. You've got the Shieldmans here, super comfortable with the Varios with the integrated belts. This rear bed can be completely removed and you still have the lower bed seating area. This one was a little bit unique where we did have introduced this little bit of a partition here with a nice curve, just kind of separates that hangout bed area to the galley. Still utilizes slim 150 fridge, so big fridge in here, over 5 cubic feet. Still lots of space here. You can recline these seats all the way back. Nice size shower. This is our 30-inch shower. Get the Trevino toilet in here, black fixtures. One of the cool features about doing 2 single cabin chairs is just having more pass-through space. These seats are removable, like I mentioned. Take this one out and you've got a ton of additional flow and space. So this bed is fully removable, comes out in 2 pieces. The mattress has a hinge on it so it can flip back. If you don't want to remove the bed completely, but you still want to have a space to sit and move about with a table, you can flip the mattress over, stack the bed in the rear, and then still have plenty of space to hang out, sit down in here. This will fit 3 people easily. Relax, chill. I do like this setup, especially for someone that does a lot of skiing. Remove the bed in the rear in the wintertime. You still have a bed down here. You have a full area to hang out and lounge and sit and get ready to hit the trails. It's a good setup. Got a Ghost security system in here, so we've got cameras all over the exterior of the van, on the interior, remote monitoring with that. Really cool setup. Ask us about the Ghost Overland setups. We're doing quite a few of those, but up to 8 cameras on the exterior and on the interior of the van. So we're in the back of the van now, and we've still got the bed set up in its kind of stacked hangout set zone. These cushions here create the lower bed, so those can either be left at home depending on your trip, Like I said, this van is pretty modular. You can either just have seating back here, you can have a bunked bed, you could just have the top bed in, you could remove these cushions, have them out, leave them at home, stack in tons of gear for a bigger trip. So there's a lot of flexibility within this setup, and these floor plans, like I mentioned, we've done these many times in the past. It's fun to see another one come out with, you know, all of our new systems, the Ghost Overland camera system, better heating system, heated floors, stronger power banks, better interior lighting, awesome audio system. We're working exclusively with JL Audio now to supply all of our speakers and subs and crossovers and amplifiers. So it's good setup, good relationship with those guys. And really just everything comes together nicely in this setup. So it's light, it's bright. I know this client's gonna enjoy it. He was very involved in the design process. That makes our job easier to have input from the clients. You know, we never want to guess. We always want to know exactly what our clients want, and we work with them. We coach them along the way, and we help guide them to make good decisions. So one other custom request from this client was to have a city water inlet. We don't do a lot of city water inlets. Most of our client base they're not at campgrounds very often. Everyone ends up at a campground at some point. And you know, at those times, it is actually nice to just be able to hook up your hose to that water system in a campground and bypass the water pump completely inside the van. So we installed the city water connection here, and I'm one-handed still right now, but you can pop that cap off there. This guy locks onto your food grade hose. You can have an inline filter as well to prevent any kind of, you know, soiled water, depending on what campsite you're at. If you're in Oregon, you're gonna have amazing water wherever you go. Hook up that, it bypasses the internal water pump, it pressurizes the entire system. This is regulated, so you can bump down high pressure from city water connection or a Bren's house, whatever it may be, and bypass that and reduce the flow to the appropriate rate for the interior fixtures, your shower, your sink, etc. Pretty cool setup, simple enough for us to do. If it's something you want in your van, just ask us, we'll make it happen.